My name's Mallory, and I'm the production manager at SmaK Plastics, and I started here about 5 years ago as the HR manager, but I've been in production management for about 2 years. And I always say that RotoEdge Pro was critical for me making the transition from human resources to production management, because while I had a lot of management experience, I did not have rotational molding experience when I started this job 2 years ago. And the app really helped me just hit the ground running with the information I needed so that my team found me to be credible, and I felt like I could speak with authority on things that were happening while I was still learning how rotational molding worked. When I come in the morning, it really only takes me about 10 minutes to have a good sense of how my day is going to go and what I need to attack. I have a couple different pages that I reference first thing in the morning. One is the statistics page, which lets me know how the machines performed and any other areas of the plant I want to check into. It tells me how many arms they got, whether they cycled arms, who was logged into each individual machine, so I can really get a quick snapshot of how the plant looked on the machine side of things. I also can go to our productivity page and look at just general trends, and I can go to our scrap report and see a list of everything that was scrapped since I went home the day before and what the reasons for that scrap was. And then I can follow up with all of those things with my team first thing in the morning, get us set up for success, and really see what the areas of focus should be before the team starts coming in and asking me questions. In addition to that, we have a personnel page where I can look up each individual person's performance, their actual productivity percentage, and their personal scrap percentage. And I use that as the basis for our performance reviews, the basis for our bonus program, and we have weekly town hall meetings where I get together and share kind of big plant-wide statistics, and they can see where they fit into those statistics. Is their scrap worse than the rest of the teams? Is their productivity better? They kind of know where they stand in relation to everyone else working the same job as them. RotoEdge Pro helps me with long-term planning and long-term performance management, but it also just helps me with the day-to-day management of the team. So I'm sure we've all experienced times where customer service comes to us and just says, where's the status of this order? We wanted to get it out today. RotoEdge Pro I can just look at RotoEdge Pro, and on the orders tab, I can see where an order stands in each stage of production, so that when I do go out on the floor to check on the team and see where it stands, I already have an idea of where it should stand, and it makes following up on orders so easy. I usually only spend 5 minutes trying to figure out where an order stands and when we'll be able to ship it. As a production manager, I'm often coordinating quite a few projects that involve a lot of different departments. There's so many ideas that we come up with to make our plant better, whether my production team comes up with them or engineering comes up with them. And one of the other really great values of RotoEdge is when we come up with a new initiative, it's very easy to track whether that's actually having the intended consequences. When we try something new relating to reducing scrap, I can check each day to see if it reduced scrap and if it reduced the specific areas that we're focusing on as well. So that makes it much easier to manage these big projects that are helping us improve long term. With my background in human resources, one of the things I really valued about RotoEdge Pro from the beginning was just the fact that it creates a better framework for managing employee performance. It's easy to fall into habits where you just know certain employees more, so you value their performance or are aware of their performance more. RotoEdge Pro makes it so that nobody can go overlooked. Anyone who's working in the plant is measured by the same standards, and even if they don't talk to me every day, or if they aren't even really just a visible employee in the plant, I can tell if they're a top performer, I can recognize them, and I can make sure that I'm not overvaluing people that are just friendly and talkative. I can also look at their performance objectively and make sure that they're contributing the same as everybody else. SmaK is a 24-hour production plant, 5 days a week, so there's a lot of time where we're running operations and I'm not here. The really nice thing about RotoEdge is that it does some of that management for me. If during the night our off shifts scrap 5 parts on an order, it's going to update the count on that order to mold 5 more parts. And that way I'm not always walking in to try to figure out where things went wrong in the night, put back on molds that we've pulled off. It manages itself during the night based on how the team performs, and I have good information as soon as I come in as to what I do need to address and what I need to talk to the team about.